let's think about the power of stories. Stories are have a powerful role in our lives. Uh, William James, the philosopher, talked about this as that it's not just technical, but this our internal philosophy is more or less a dumb sense of what life honestly and deeply means. It's our individual way of just seeing and feeling the total push of the cosmos. And you can see that in some of what Tara Westover describes of her life. She describes after having her father throw some metal at her while they were working the junk heap. She was 10 years old. He said, "Don't worry, honey. God and his angels are here working right alongside us. They won't let you be hurt." Hear the story. Here's the story from that she says. Um, these rages of her brother changed and worsened as his physical strength improved. And I found myself cleaning the toilet every morning, knowing that my head might be inside it before lunch. Mother said I was the only one who could calm him, and I persuaded myself that that was true. Who better? I thought. He doesn't affect me. My brother brings me ice wrapped in a dish towel and says that next time we're having fun, I should tell him if something is wrong. Was it really fun and games? Could he not tell he was hurting me? I just don't know. It's comforting to think the defect is mine because that means it's under my power. Not knowing for certain, but refusing to give way to those who claim certainty was a privilege I had never allowed myself. My life was narrated for me by others, by her mother, by her father, by her brother. Their voices were forceful, emphatic, absolute. It had never occurred to me that my voice, my story, could be as strong as theirs. Think about what her story is. What are the advantages of listening to them? And what are the disadvantages? What would her story be, and how could it be advantageous? So trauma often comes with a story. And you notice that in Tara Westover's case, there was also a lot of, those stories often sort of were gaslighting. Um, they helped her, well, they denied her experience. They shifted blame. It was her fault rather than theirs. They minimized her experience. They discredited her, what she had to say. They countered it. Um, and each of these things has meaning and impact. Sometimes people tell the particular stories that they tell as a way of exercising or maintaining power. We may accept those as a way of helping them protect their image, their self-esteem. But recognize the power here and what goes on. So let's think about this from a somewhat different perspective. This is Patrick Heron, who had been a police officer um, and, in Philadelphia. And he is currently serving 15 to 40 years in prison for sexually assaulting women and girls while in uniform in his police vehicle. What I want you to do is think about the impact of being assaulted by a police officer, whether or not he was at that perspective, at that point. Would that make it better or worse or no different for the women and girls that he assaulted? And why? Abuse can be especially damaging when it's performed by a beloved family member, a respected member of the community, a police officer, God or God's representative, or with God's blessing. Um, some of the clerical uh, abuse, from priests within the Catholic Church has had profoundly negative consequences as a result. Think about this meaning, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.